Oh yeah, this is Synoptic and I'm doing a commentary for Empire Total War. I am playing as the United States and my opponent is playing as Prussia. Now, I'll go through my army first. I have 2 6-pounder horse artillery, 4 long riflemen, 4 light infantry, 3 minutemen, and 6 dragoons, along with a unit of guards. My opponent has 3 units of 6-pounder horse artillery, 4 Prussian Jaegers, 3 dragoons, 2 generals bodyguards, and either 6 or 7 guards. They're hidden, so I don't know that. I'll go through them later. So what's happened is that I have rushed a certain area where the land is in my favour. The placement of my opponent's artillery is not in his favour. It's all like curved as such that the shrapnel shot will just ride up the hill, whereas mine is underneath the slow rise. So he's gonna get hit, smashed up. You can see his cannons being destroyed here. So I have practically destroyed 1 unit within the first minute of fighting. I ran my units up to get a better angle. And to stop them from shooting my artillery, I used 1 unit of light dragoons who got hit. They lost 14 men. I ran them in their range so they could all fire. So with my superior land, I have eliminated the 2 visible units. At the same time, from the start of the match, I started walking my long riflemen. So I was going to use them for whatever objectives seemed necessary. In this case, to take out the remaining 6-pounder horse artillery. So this is them walking. And when long riflemen do this, no one can see them, apparently. So my plan was to use 2 units against the unit. I thought that was sufficient, and then provide the other 2 units cover behind them. And now I'll be terribly wrong as a result. There's a glitch where when you line up your men in skirmish mode like this, they won't face the right direction. They're supposed to be facing this way, they're all facing the other way. So I've made my shots minimal damage. I killed 6 out of 24. Considering 160 people shot, that's hopeless. He had dragoons hidden up on this hill. I have no idea how they could possibly be hidden on a hill, but they are. I knew they were there, but this is where my plan fails miserably. This is where my men are supposed to be shooting and providing cover fire. That's not happening, so I had to do this manually. As a result, they start running at the enemy, and I'm freaking out like hell. And since they're facing this way, they actually shoot some of the men. So I'm scrambling at this area here. I advance my line infantry to within the dragoon range. I lose 1 unit. It's a very small attack, but I still lost 60 men. Now for retribution, I aimed my artillery at these units for a couple more kills. That's what you get. That's what you get for trying. Hear those cries? So at this point, I've got another plan. I've sent 1 dragoon to attack that unit. I've become hell-bent on destroying it now that I failed. So here this guy comes. And this time around, I'm sending my long riflemen who are hidden to provide covering. Okay, so every single unit is routing in that little fight. Mine and theirs. And at this point, he has fortified the position on this great big hill here. The 2 units that I routed of artillery had come back. They only have 2 cannons, 2 or 3 between them. But he's going to be backing them up with these Prussian Jaegers in an attempt to shoot me from this hill. Seeming as he fortified his own area, I decided to fortify my own with my own artillery. I took this hill here, which is within range of his entire army. I defended it with my remaining men. I rushed them up. So I'm going to be unleashing hell on his main body here. We've retreated to the corner of the map. You can see the red lines here. So he's running away. Although I didn't really expect much more. Immediately I'm firing away. Shrapnel shot. So he has his fortification up here with 4 units of Prussian Jaegers. I set up my Minutemen to distract, ultimately, just to absorb some fire. No. I still have 3 light dragoons in reserve, and I'm going to use them to take this hill. He doesn't know they're there. That's the massive advantage of leaving men hidden. So I'm pretty much letting him shoot me. I'm going to lose 1 unit of Minutemen, I think. Or, well, the majority of it. Okay, so my dragoons have reached the arrow. He saw this happening just in time to retreat 3 of the 4. Then I destroyed his artillery, and I'm going to destroy that unit of Prussian Jaegers. Now with that opened up, I can move my Minutemen up to the main line. Okay, and here's a charge from the opponent. I used fire at will to destroy this entire unit at once. Essentially what that was an attempt to destroy my long rifles while I was busy managing this area here. So I used micro to destroy that entire unit, and that was fire at will. I turned it off until he got so close that there'd be no survivors. So I switched it back on, and boom, headshot. Okay, at this point my opponent knows it's going to be just backed up against the wall now. He's going to have to move out at this point, because I'm just plowing him down with artillery as well as long range. So now he's moving within range to take me on. Now came 2 units of guards, so now we know that he has 6 units altogether. Okay, so now the main line fight is now happening. I retreated my long range to let this happen. Now it's not long before I'll do a full mass charge of cavalry on my left line, which is where his general is, and I want to take that out. So I've begun my cavalry charge. He made a square just in time. I'm going to lose this dragoon unit. I'm not going to pull them out because I want this square to stay put while I maneuver the rest of my cav. So these linemen here, these guards, are being made by long range units, linemen, as well as artillery. They're being torn down. These guys are down to 30. These guys are 50. Behind them are the Prussian Jaegers who retreated from the hill. There goes 1 unit of guards. Thank God. He has committed both of his general's bodyguard. But right now, I think I've changed my mind and I just wanted to take out these Prussian Jaegers. I've lost a unit of Minutemen. I only have 1 left. I have this unit of light dragoons who are just, I ordered them to shoot, charge, run out, shoot and charge again, which I find quite effective for light dragoons. Since I have a complete envelopment of cavalry, we're going to see the end of the fight, not too far from now. Following the cavalry attack, I had only 3 units of guards left to take on. So after charging them, I followed that with the lineman charge to result in a full surrounding, which always takes forever against guards, even when surrounded. I did something different with this unit of guards. I committed my own guards to this fight. I haven't used them at all prior, so that's their first taste of the battle. I got 1 Minuteman fighting with them, but I have another unit of Minutemen who are useless at fighting, so I'm going to use the next best thing, and that's their muskets. They're already wavering, but they're going to cop 1 volley, which will send them routing, just like that. And I believe that was the last unit, yeah. Okay, I deployed 2,128. I lost 985 and killed 1,472. My opponent deployed 1,656, lost 1,571 and killed 800